Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sports Central. Great video, Don Skipper. I'm not really sure if he played. He said he wasn't going to play when we had him on the show, but
he looked like he was ready to play. Those guys are playing some good hoop there. I was impressed with some of the shots and passes they were making.
Yeah, those guys can. They still got it. Some of the heroes of yesteryear.
Yeah,
if you will.
Great program. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, our second segment of Sports Central, and People's Barbecue for sponsoring this event. Boy, I love going there to eat.
People's?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Except they're closed now.
They're closed during the summer, so you gotta wait till
I was driving by today. Well, I was thinking, hey, I'm going to stop by People's today, and forgot they were closed.
Oh, well.
Old Dixie Highway at the right almost at the corner of Berkeley Road and Old Dixie. Yeah. You can just smell it. Yeah. You don't have to know where it is. You smell it. Fantastic stuff. Oh, I love it. Love it there. Hey, we have a very special guest, as we mentioned earlier. If I hit my knee one more time, I'm going to break it. But other than that, we've got a really unique event. It's called a Golf Splash. With us, Christy Hemenway. Christy?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. And it starts at Old Man Frank's.
It does. It does. And all day long, it's nothing but one big party. We have all these wonderful holes, and each hole is a separate party, and they're vying to be the best spot, and they want a hole, to be the best hole. So they're all doing this plethora of events and special things.
How much does this cost?
Yeah. It's $500 a team, and you must have a designated driver on your team. That's solid rule, because there's lots of fun to be had that day.
So how many holes are there?
There are 9.
And you hit it into the water.
You hit it into the water. So you must think first boat instead of golf cart, okay? So the greatest thing about this is we're promoting the chain of lakes for our city, and we love the idea of that because
it's an asset. It's a huge asset.
It is, and it's perfect. So we're going to use several lakes. You go from place to place, and the hardest part last year was getting people to leave the holes they enjoyed the most, because they would get there
and have too much
and
fun.
Want to stay. I mean, we had everything you can think of, all different kinds of drinks and different foods, and people had massages, and people had bands, and people did all these things to make you vote for them to be the best hole.
Massages too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was that number again?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what every hole has planned, because some of them are not telling us, but there have been some places that have thrown down the gauntlet to the Realtors Association, actually won last year. So,
Are you at liberty to tell us the different holes, where they're located?
Oh, some of them, they're Carol Brown's house, is the Realtor's hole, and then there's, of course, Old Man Frank.
She's with the title company, because I've used her 3 or 4 times. I can't remember the name of it.
Kim and Scotty Short have a hole. I wasn't prepared to go down the list of holes.
So it's a private residence, and they
there
just
are private residences,
wow.
And there are public spots too. At Old Man Frank's Lake Summit and Lake Cannon, we're going to have actually public spots for people who didn't get a team in time or don't want to really golf the whole tournament. They can actually walk up, the public can, and pay $5 and get 3 balls and hit the balls to the targets. So it's kind of a cross between, let's say, darts and golf, because you can't have a hole that you're going to go up and putt again. You get one,
So you have like a target out in the water, or the green per se out in the water.
Correct.
And then you're just you're hitting the shot from shore out into the water.
Yes. And so they're rings. They're actually fire hoses. Okay. And they're rings. So depending on which ring you hit it into, how many scores you get. We got this idea because my husband's cousin helped with an event in the. Yes, Rick.
I haven't seen Rick in a while, other than on Facebook.
Yes. She helped with the event in the Keys called the Conch Scramble, and basically we have worked with them. They came up last year. They're coming up again this year. They bring all their holes, their greens. They're great. They help us lay everything out. It's a great event, and their event is in September, the Conch Scramble. So they're wonderful to come and help us.
And your dates are, or date is?
Our date is August 25th with the pre-party on the 24th. And if you're not golfing, or you're the spouse or a friend of someone golfing and you want to come to our party, it's going to be a fun event on the 24th. It's at a private residence on Lake Eloise. We're going to have band haven. It's going to be lots of food and fun, and it's a wild weekend.
My kind of golf weekend.
And the
balls, they're biodegradable fish food.
two types of balls. Some are biodegradable fish food that become fish food in 96 hours, so we're not harming our environment. And the other ones are floaters. And we have people in kayaks, volunteers, going out and retrieving the balls and bringing them back in.
For the real serious of heart.
Well, you know, they're serious golfers because, of course, we have a best golfer, we have a best team, we have most team spirit. So last year we had people get into it by literally dressing costumes. We had luau kind of things going on. We had a group that were pirates, and everywhere they went, they would leave 3 gold coins as a kind of I was here kind of thing. And, you know, that just kind of got into the theme and have a good time.
Wow.
And yeah.
I'm going to jump to another event that you're involved in. You didn't know I was going to ask you about this before you came on the show, that is, and it's one of my favorite events in Winter Haven, and it's sponsored by the Ridge Art Association.
Okay.
And it's the Arts Festival down on the park. You're doing that again this year.
Yes, we are always the 3rd weekend in March, which this coming year will be the 16th and 17th.
Okay.
And it's sponsored by TD Bank this year, so it's the TD Bank Central Park Art Festival. And people come from all over. We have artists from all over the country, and we bring about 22,000 people through the park each year. We have wonderful food. We've kind of gotten away from, say, more of the fair kind of food to, you know, more local restaurants that can help support. We can help support them and give back. And then also, you know, when I took over the art festival, it must be 7 years ago now. It was more of a arts and craft festival, and we've really tried to take it back to a fine arts festival so that you're getting the best of the best.
Wow.
That's
you know, I was enjoying, you know, going. I found a phone there last year. Somebody's phone. Yeah, I can't say who it was, but you know who the person is. And well, what's this phone doing here? Picked it up. Ah, I'll call him. No, you won't. It's a phone. You know.
You got the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it's always a good time down there, and the food's kind of ramped up a little bit, it seems, over the years.
We try and try to find special things like the guy, he couldn't come last year, but we had this guy do crab cakes, and he came all the way from Maryland, and they were fabulous, and we're hoping he can come back again this year. But local places like Old Man Frank's, not Old Man Frank's, Phooey. I said it wrong, and now Harry's Old Place.
Harry's Old Place, okay.
You know, Casey's Big Dipper, places like that we can help support the community and give back, because that's an important thing too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great event. Always enjoy going down there and have you just walk around. You don't have to do anything. It's also right in busy tourism time. You know, so folks come in and, hey, what else is there to do? Send them down to the festival, because everybody likes to go. I mean, you know, and enjoy you know, wherever I travel, we always do that.
Well, and here's the big thing. It's not something that you have to go to and feel like you have to purchase something. It's just a good way to expose yourself to the arts, to see different types of art, see what different people like. There is jewelry and some fine crafts, but then we have the opportunities for kids to go in and do arts themselves, and then we also have the school art display, because, you know, we like to give back to the kids, too. That's really important to us.
Well, one of the things you're going to have to do, you know, this new dedicated funding for arts and culture that came about is a decision of the TD's Tourist Development Council and, of course, the Board of County Commissioners. You're going to have to get on there's a committee now. There's an Arts and Culture Committee. Okay. There'll be 20 members, and that's something that you need to do. Winter Haven has to have representation.
That's right.
We'd rather have you than Rick.
Oh.
But all kidding aside, we love you, Rick. But no, that's something you guys need to be involved in, and so on. So that's good. But back to the golf splash. You know I have an obligation that day, but it would certainly be fun to go. And when you start out at Old Man Frank's,
you're lucky to leave Old Man
back
Frank's.
up there too, so it's a start and stop.
Oh, so you stop and then you come back to Old Man Frank's.
A party before and a party after at Old Man Frank's, and then
like
all the ones in between.
Sounds like an event I'm going to have to. What if you can't get a team?
Well, we could work something out. Our teams are right at the limit right now, so if somebody's interested, we have to talk quickly, because the teams are we need sponsors though. We would love whole sponsors. They're $200 a piece to help each hole with the funding of what they're doing, and then the pre-party for $25. It's a great opportunity to come and support Ridge Art and have fun with your friends.
That is awesome. So Ridge Art does get some benefit from it, which is great.
All of the money goes to Ridge Art this year.
Oh wow, great.
So, and you know, it's a great thing. You know, fundraising has been very difficult for everybody, every nonprofit. It gets tougher and tougher and tougher each year. So to find an event that's very special is a good thing.
Well, that's a lot of, you know, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say variety, but it's a neat activity for the city of Winter Haven and something for fun thing for folks to do. And, you know, heck, you could even get yourself a ringer like a Dr. Radoka or a, you know, Mickey Etherton, who's going to be on next.
Myself, you know.
There you
It's
go.
probably kind of a chipping game.
Yeah, well, your short game has been
probably
awful strong the last time, at least the last time you and I played.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we have to
so that's a
spice it
lot
up
of
a little
fun.
bit. Oh, that's
Yeah,
some great,
sounds like
great
fun.
stuff. Tell us a little bit about, because we just got a couple of minutes left, or a minute or whatever. What's going on with the Ridge Art Association right now? What's happening?
Well, first of all, Ridge Art is a 62-year-old nonprofit competition art gallery. So we need to say that we are supporting the artists by giving $1,400 to $4,000 in prize money each show. So we are giving back to the community, the area. We have artists from all across the state, and then we have people mail artwork from across the country as well.
And then you display their artwork? Oh, I
It's
did not
all
know
competition. But currently in the gallery, we're doing something different this summer.
Tell us where the gallery is, because some of our viewers don't know.
We are located in the Southwest Complex, across from Theater Winter Haven. So we're open 12:30 to 4 in the afternoons, and then we also open 1 hour prior to the Theater Winter Haven performances.
Okay.
So that way the audiences have something to do, and we kind of capture that shared opportunity.
Well, I know Norm Small has a production going on now. And
Hairspray.
It's Hairspray, and it's good. And they've
Yeah.
added performances, and they've been almost at capacity every night, so that's,
Well, that's-
excellent.
that
I
is
sit on the Theater
fantastic.
Winter Haven board too, so
Oh,
gotta
do
get
ya?
that plug in.
Man,
yeah.
the Arts Lady of Winter Haven. You got to be on that committee.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling
You
you.
really do. You
Yeah,
really
I'm
do.
serious. Yeah, because, you know, have some passion, some vision. You know,
Right.
here's what it's not only just,
So you
hey,
asked-
short-term Band-Aid. Hey, where are we going, and you know, and where are we going to be in 10 years? Where do we want to be in 15, and so
Right.
on and so forth.
Exactly. And so you asked me what was going on in the gallery at the moment, and that is we're having an artisan market, and that's up through September 9th.
Okay.
And it's where artists rented separate space and put whatever they wanted to in there and kind of displayed. So instead of a more sparse viewing gallery, it has a lot of artwork, and also artists were able to bring prints, which are a little bit, you know, more economical for some people to purchase when they can't purchase an original piece of artwork. But then we have jewelry and other things in there that you wouldn't normally have during a fine arts
Oh, that's
competition.
cool. And that goes through September 8th.
8th or 9th,
8th or 9th,
whatever that
somewhere in
Friday
there.
is.
Yeah. Well, that's some great stuff. Thanks so much for joining us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Oh, my goodness gracious. And
I
if you ever...
gotta find out about this tournament.
Well, the Ridge
Okay.
Art Association also has a Facebook page. Can you...
Yes,
What's...
at Facebook, and we also have a separate splash page as well. So you
Okay.
could go find that on Facebook, and then our website is ridgeart.org.
Because I get my Ridge Art Association updates pretty much daily, sometimes more than once a day.
Uh-oh.
Rick, you guys are prolific
Yes.
posters.
Yes.
Oh, thanks again. We really appreciate you coming out. Best
Thank
of
you
luck
so
with,
much.
and I think you're probably going to have one more team over here. So
Okay,
least a
that
player.
sounds great.
At least a
Yes,
player.
we'll find you someplace.
there you go. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. Okay, well, everybody.